Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So here I'm coming up with a new part of this particular tutorial, that's your Japanese interior over here. So few things were left out, so we'll continue it over here. So as you can see over here, I have generated one render over here and one ambient occlusion render. Let's see that first over here. So I'll go into this. So this is one of the render which I have, a normal render. I have rendered over here, and the other render, that's your ambient occlusion over here. This is what I have rendered over here. So now what I'll be doing over here is like, let's go into this. Let's again go into the camera, go into the render setup. So I have done all the settings over here. Let's go into the render elements, and now I'll add some render passes, that's your light passes over here. So let's go into this add, and let's add some passes. So very first of all, I'll add Vray atmosphere, Vray diffuse filter, Vray global illumination, Vray lighting, Vray illuminance. Let's go down. Vray reflection, refraction, shadows, specular, self illumination. I'm just adding it, and Vray Z depth. So I have added few of the passes over here. You can also add denoiser. If you want, you can add a denoiser also over here. So I have added this many passes over here right now. After that, let's go into this Vray settings and let's see the finalize the settings over here. So I'll go over here. I'll activate this refraction, reflection, and you have to keep this as full light evaluation, not the adaptive lights. Let's keep this on over here. Let's go down. Type bucket, I'll keep it as bucket over here. Image filter, I'll keep it as Catmull room. And into this, your minimum subdivisions I've reduced it to 1, and maximum, that is 10, I have kept over here. So if you increase more subdivisions, then the render time will definitely increase over here. So I'll go into this global DMC, your local subdivisions. I've kept it as 32, as we had seen in the previous tutorial where we had increase of subdivisions in the texture panel. Let's go to the environment panel. I have activated this GIA environment. I have added a Vray HDRI. Color mapping, I have kept it as exponential. Subpixel mapping, I have activated it. And the multiplier, I have kept it to 1.0 and bright is 0.8. You can even go with this linear multiply, or we'll keep it as exponential, that is okay. Your GI settings, your primary will keep it as irradiance map, your light bounce over here, primary. Secondary as usual, your light cache. Go over here into this irradiance map. Subdivisions I can increase to 100 for now. Interpret samples, I keep it as 60 over here. And your light cache subdivisions I've set it to 1500 over here. Go into the settings over here, and your dynamic memory limit I have increased it to, that's your total RAM limit for raycasters. So mostly the default is 4000, I have increased it to 8000 over here. So these are the few of the settings which I have set. Now set this as your light passes, and let's render it. So as you can see, it's rendering over here. Might take a bit of time. So I have already rendered the ambient occlusion, so we don't need to render this ambient occlusion pass. I'll just render this passes over here. It's showing you some warning over here. That's totally okay over here. Let it render. So it's going to take a bit of time. So if you go into this and see, right now nothing is visible over here, but once it is rendered, so this was just left out, we are covering that. So as you can see, it's rendering over here. You can check, but still it's not rendered yet. It's going to render over here. If you want to tweak the lights, still you can tweak the lights and check it out. So it's like I'm just cancelling it. You can still check out the stuff. I've also added the Vray environment stuff, Vray environmental fog. You can go into this environment and you can check out the settings. This is totally okay. Alright. I'll again switch back to the camera view. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So definitely I'll be showing you how to composite the light passes in Photoshop in the coming tutorial. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. So I'll be definitely finalizing it in the coming tutorial. So over here I'll be just saving all this light passes after it's rendered. Then we'll be compositing it in Photoshop. So thanks for watching this tutorial.